Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures next to my newest compost heap, and it's doing really well actually. It's rotting down really nicely. It'll be lovely for next year or even towards winter when I'm starting to relay all the beds. Now, a few weeks ago I noticed that bang in the centre here was a wasp's nest. Now, I wasn't afraid because they were tiny wasps, probably not as big as my thumbnail actually, and they were in and out. It was a very busy nest, and in fact I did take a photograph and here it is. And you can see it really was in the middle of the compost heap. So I've left it, and I noticed yesterday there was no wasps flying in and out, and well, it's gone, and the nest has completely collapsed into the soil. And because the soil was nice and moist and damp, it has really just decomposed. So it must have been more than a day or two, maybe up to 3 or 4 days, and it's vanished entirely. However, the wasps have done a marvellous job actually of helping to break down some of the compost, and also the worms in here and the woodlice. Now, the interesting thing about this is, in the latter stages, when the queen is about to die, she produces more queens, and that's her final throne. Those are the queens. Once they're alive and they can fly, they go off and they produce their own nests somewhere else, and they'll mate. Now, interestingly, they don't mate with the drones from this, because they know interbreeding. It's fascinating, isn't it? And they go off and find new mates. However, that means the poor drone, the male wasps in this nest have been abandoned. Their queen's died, no one's given them any food anymore, and that's when they become dangerous. That's when we see them. That's why they suddenly appear at our tables when we're outside, when we've got sugary drinks. They're looking for food. And so if you do see wasps coming to you, well, you can get yourself a fake wasp nest like I've got, and that will really deter them, because they don't like to think that there's other wasps around in their territory. And unfortunately, if those drones and those worker wasps don't get any sugars, then they will die naturally as well. So try not to disturb them. If it's a massive nest, of course you can get people in and they will get rid of it, because we don't want them in the homes. And that's why sometimes you get wasps again inside the house, because they don't really fly at night. And if they see a light on, then that will attract them into your house. And so just be careful over the summer months. The poor worker bees and worker wasps, they're the same. And well, I've lost my nest, but I've got my compost heap back. Well, I've been a bit fixated with my tomatoes and my cucumbers and my cabbages and peas and of course pumpkins, keeping those going, and I forget about the little patch I've got here, which actually has just got my sweet peas there now and a couple of little sunflowers, and it's mainly wild flowers, but I forgot to do the weeding. So I'm going to do the weeding. I've got my gloves and my secateurs because I found a bramble that needs taking out, because it's getting a bit wandery and it's taking over, and we don't want that. So I better do some more weeding. And once again, thank you very much for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. It's turned into rather quite a nice day here, even though it's still windy. Well, thanks for watching. Please keep subscribing. Please keep sending in your photographs and let all of my viewers know what you've been up to over the summer months. Told you it gets wandery. There it is. I'll chop it up, and well, it's not going to go in my compost. It'll just go on the side where I put all my weeds, because we don't want them infecting next year's compost. Ta-ra for now.